Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's lesson, we're going to see the second objective of the channel. While launching the channel, we said that we have two objectives in mind. The first is for the learners who are learning English, who are willing to learn the English language, and the second is for the professionals, the teachers who are on the field, who like to develop, who like to grow professionally. So in today's lesson, we're going to talk about professional development. So before going to this point, before talking about the point, there is a question that we need to ask ourselves. We should ask ourselves, is teaching a profession or an occupation? Is teaching a preoccupation or a profession or an occupation? This is the question that we should ask ourselves. If we're talking about professionalism, what do we need? If we are talking about occupation, what do we need? Occupation means they are following the teaching. They are not really trying to develop. They are not using it as their job. Or it is a profession like any profession where you should develop. You should go further. You shouldn't stick to what you know. So if we said that teaching is an occupation, that means it stops. There is no development. The teachers do not continue developing after their graduation. As soon as they have the certificate in hands, they stop learning. But if we say that it is a profession, that means it implies coherent set of values. We have some values that are dedicated, that are in the teaching process. It has ideas. We have in teaching, we have some ideas that we have to come with. It has some perspective, beliefs that each teacher who is a professional, who is not in what if teaching is considered as a professional, should have some ideas, some perspectives, some beliefs in order to grow, in order to enhance, to improve his practice. So based on that, as the question that people are asking themselves are, is teaching a profession or teaching is an occupation? So in this video, we're going to consider it as a profession. Teaching is a profession. Therefore, we are going to see if it is a profession. We are going to see the development that is needed in teaching. If you take teaching as your profession, you like to grow, you like to develop as a teacher, you have to have what you call professional development. This video is going to introduce people to professional development. First of all, we're going to talk about the definition of professional. What do we mean by professional development? We're going to define it. Then we will talk about some of its benefits, objectives, importance of what you call professional development. Then we're going to cite some types of professional development that we have. Some we could not cite all the professional development, the types that we have, but we're going to cite some. Then at the end, we're going to focus on specific professional development. This is going to raise awareness of teachers. We said that the objective is to help teachers. So in our context here in Niger, we rarely see teachers conducting researches, investigating challenges that are happening in their classrooms. Because of that, we would like to raise their awareness. They need to challenge, they need to caution the curriculum, the method, the way things are, even the material that are being used in the teaching process. Here, as soon as we got our certification, we are teachers, we do not grow. We stop like that. All what we do is go and teach, follow books word for word. For example, you can see a teacher who spends all his time teaching with only one book. That's if we take our case, it's English for the Sahel. And we know that if we read between the lines of those books, we're going to find that there contains many problems, many errors. So as a teacher, you should caution, you should challenge the material that you have in possession. Don't focus only on those materials, and you have to challenge the curriculum even developed by the policymakers. We would like to, in the 20th century, we like to have the bottom-up decision, not the top-down decision. So because of that, at the end of the video, we're going to introduce you to a type of professional development that is growing across the globe. So if we say professional development, it is the ways and the performances undertaken by teachers to develop, to revamp, or to improve their practice as teacher. It is the ways that you as a teacher, or the performances that you can use to revamp, to improve your practice as a teacher. As I said, it is a profession. Because of that, you have to develop, you have to improve the ways or the performances you are doing. If you are teaching, you have to develop from time to time. You shouldn't stick to only one way of teaching or only one performance. So professional, one of the definition that we're going to see is a professional development is the ways and performances undertaken by teachers to revamp their practice as teachers. So if you are asked to define a professional, you can say it is the ways and performances undertaken by teachers to revamp their practice as teachers. This professional development has some benefits. First of all, the professional development gives the opportunity to teachers. Teachers are given opportunities to communicate and maximize the professional interaction between colleagues. If we are talking about professional development, you are going to interact with your colleagues. So with professional development, the benefit that you're going to gain from professional development is that you're going to interact with your colleagues. You're going to converse, you're going to discuss, you're going to talk about things. They're going to help you to discover your weaknesses, as you're going to see later on. This is one benefit that we're going to see. So if you are involved in a professional development, you are going to have opportunities. You're going to have the opportunity to communicate, to maximize your practice. The second benefit is that it improves the academic achievement of the learners in themselves by promoting collaboration and construction of knowledge. You collaborate, you construct knowledge. So by involving in professional development, you're going to gain knowledge, you're going to have knowledge, you're going to understand things. So these are the two benefits. There are so many benefits that we have in involving in professional development, but we are going to stick to the two for this video. So if you are involved in a professional development, you are going to, first of all, you're going to gain opportunities to communicate, and you're going to maximize your practice. Second, it improves the academic achievement. Then, based on those importances that we say, if you have the importance of the two importance that we gave, professional development is considered as one of the greatest elements of educational reforms. So professional development helps people to reform, to change the curriculum. As you're going to see, this is something that has contributed to the development of the last professional development. We're going to focus on it. So the types of professional development that we're going to see are, we have what we call the training model. We're not going to define them, we're just going to cite them. We're going to focus on the last one. So we have the training model. This is a kind of professional development that exists. We have the word bearing model, we have the deficit model, we have a mentoring model or coaching model, we have community of practice model, we have action research. We talk about it in a video, and with this one we're going to focus on it later on after the one we have chosen. Then the last one is going to be lesson study. This is what we're going to talk about. This is what we're going to use. This is what we're going to develop in the videos that are going to follow. Lesson study. We said when we launched the channel, we said that lesson study is growing, is known to be the most or the best professional development framework developed. There is a scholar, Peter Dudley. He is from the UK. In 2014, he published a book, or he edited a book. He called it Lesson Study: The Professional Development of Our Time. In this book, in the introduction, he said, in the past 25 years that I have been involved in teacher learning, in professional development, there is only one of them that did not fail. All the professional development in which he involved, he said, in many countries, in many groups of teachers, the only one that did not fail is what he called lesson study. Lesson study, it was developed by the Japanese people, Japanese elementary school teachers. Basically, it does not have a theory. It came from teachers, especially mathematics teachers, but now all the fields are using it. So those people, they bring changes to the curriculum in Japan. As Lewis and Shushida said in 1999, the lesson like a shifting water. This is the article in which they say the Japanese has drastically changed the curriculum, the way they are dedicating time to teach. So lesson study, it depends on teacher collaboration to improve teaching and learning in school. It is based on the collaboration of teachers to improve learning in a school. If you are adopting or if you are implementing lesson study in your school, the objective that you have in mind is to improve, to bring quality, to make the educational that you are involved, your profession, quality. So by doing so, you're going to not only develop professionally but contribute to the learning of the learners. So the learners are going to learn. We're going to see the step to follow while implementing lesson study in a given school. So lesson study is what we are going to talk about in the videos that's going to come. So lesson study is identified as one of the emerging and current approaches. Lesson study has been identified as one of the emerging and approaches to teacher professional development. That's what we said when we conducted our introduction, we have talked about the way things have been happening in the Nigerian education system. Then we said that after the final lesson, we said it is distinctive among the others. So it is the emerging and approaches to teacher professionalism. If you like to develop professionally, if you like to grow professionally, you have to involve in lesson study. Lesson study is similar to something that is known in primary school in Niger as CAPET. They are similar, even though there are some differences, but lesson study is similar to CAPET. Teachers come together, but they have a different way of doing it. So there are so many types of lesson study. Actually, actual research is kind of saying the Western call it what we call actual research. The Japanese people, they call it lesson study, and there is another type of lesson study that is called the Chinese one. With this, it has a theory as mediation theory. Maybe we're going to talk about. So today, in today's video that we're going to use for teachers, we said it is going to talk about professional development. Professional development, we said it is the ways and performances undertaken by teachers to revamp their practice as teacher. As you are a teacher, you have to see the ways and the performances that you can use to improve your teaching. There are so many types of professional development, but the one we're going to focus on is lesson study. Lesson study, it is a collaborative framework. It is based on the collaboration of the teachers. The teachers, they come together, they discover a gap in the teaching, in the learner's learning. They come together, they decide, they plan a lesson, they teach, and they collaborate, they discuss until these challenges are over, until they find solution for challenges. So we said that professional development have benefits. It gives the teacher opportunities to communicate, to maximize their practice, and it improves the achievement of the academic achievement, and at the same time it helps the teachers to grow. So that's what we're going to say today. Please share, comment, and give your point. Like, share, and comment. Yeah. So professional development, next time we're going to elaborate on lesson study and talk about it. Okay, see you.